Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of our favorite rock guitar teams of all time. You have arrived at day 20. All right, so we're kind of getting closer and closer to the finish line. 31 days of October, our 31 favorite guitar teams. This particular one of the greats of all time in the world of heavy metal. These two guys, currently right now there's three of them, but these two guys have been almost from the beginning, not quite from the beginning, but almost from the beginning, have been the mainstays in this band, and it doesn't get much better than Adrian Smith and Dave Murray, of course, from Iron Maiden. This is the first album where the two of them work together as a team. Of course, there you can see them both on the back. You got Mr. Murray right there, playing an SG on this particular picture, but he's normally a Strat guy. And then, of course, you got Adrian Smith over here on the Explorer, right? So, and Adrian also plays Strats and plays some V's, plays some Les Pauls, right? Murray plays Les Pauls as well. So, two guys that work really, really well together. Of course, they're heavily influenced by the Wishbone Ash, Thin Lizzy, Judas Priest school of thought when it comes to twin guitar mastery. Both excellent lead players, very, very melodic. I wouldn't say either one of them is overly flashy, right? They're not. There's no like Yngwie Malmsteen in this band. I would even argue to say that when you look at like Tipton and Downing. Downing is real. I mean, Downing is more the wild player, right? And then you got Tipton, who is like the out-and-out virtuoso in that team. I would say that these guys complement each other so well because neither one of them really shines over the other. I think that Adrian Smith, is more of a melodic player, and Murray has more of like a bluesy Hendrixy slant to his playing, but he doesn't let that out all the time. I don't know. I've often been asked to describe the styles of these two guys, and they're both very distinct, but they work very, very well together within the confines of this band. They obviously created tons of great riffs over the years, but Iron Maiden has never been like a complete riffy band, right? They're more like all these cool guitar patterns and little riffs and things and chord progressions and stuff and little tasty fills and solos and things like that. Never excess. I never thought of Iron Maiden as, other than the length of songs, I never thought that their musical arrangements were ever excessive, especially not back in the early days. Like Killers, of course, classic track. You got some amazing playing from them. How about, the instrumentals on here? Ides of March and Genghis Khan, amazing. You got Innocent Exile, and, Steve Harris, bass playing on this album is terrific. Wrathchild Murders in the Rue Morgue, Killers. I mean, some great stuff on here. Of course, Paul Di'Anno leaves, and comes Bruce Dickinson for Number of the Beast, and some amazing playing on here. The two guys working wonders around each other, and kind of going like with the old Judas Priest school of thought, whereas you would have like a kind of a lengthy semi-epic track, and you would have like a slower solo by one of the guys, and the halfway point at the end, you would have the other guy take it off the top with a fast lead break. And they do things like that on 22 Acacia Avenue and Hallowed Be Thy Name, right? You got Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills, Children of the Damned, all sorts of great stuff on here. They would continue to do amazing things together on Peace of Mind, my personal favorite Iron Maiden album of all time. Where Eagles Dare, Revelations, Flight of Icarus, Die With Your Boots On, right? To Tame a Land, all sorts of other really cool stuff on here. And then, of course, you got Power Slave. All these great albums in a row, right? Somewhere in Time, using little bits of guitar synthesizer technology. Killer stuff on here. How about Adrian's amazing intro and solo to Wasted Years? Caught Somewhere in Time. Title track is great. Sea of Madness. Alexander the Great. Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner. And then, of course, you have the great Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Moonchild, Evil That Men Do, Can I Play With Madness? Great stuff on here. When you go see these guys live on stage, they don't just sit still and do nothing. They're constantly moving about, running around, standing next to each other, doing all this stuff. Really, really good. Of course, now you've had Yannick Gers in the band for shit, what, 30 years now, right? As the third guitar player, most, diehard Maiden fans are kind of like, Yannick is kind of not really needed in the band. But he's just been, now you have the three of them doing their thing. Whether you think it's needed or not, that's, they are the Lynyrd Skynyrd of heavy metal now with the three guitar attack. And Yannick has contributed plenty to the band over the years. But for most people, the core guitar team has always been Dave Murray and Adrian Smith, two really classy players. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Like I said, neither one of them tries to outshine the other. They complement each other so well. They know their roles, they know what they need to do. And I think that's one of the things, one of the many things that makes Iron Maiden such a great band, such a long-standing band, is they've just got these two guys there that really help make the machine go. And like I said, they both know their role. They both complement each other so well. They're both very distinctive, but yet together they make the Iron Maiden sound. So that's my pick for today. Dave Murray, Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden. All these monumental albums here. And others, right? So they've still been doing stuff together all these years, right? So just amazing how long these two guys have played together, and now the three of them, so many albums, so many years. The Iron Maiden sound, right? So there you have it. My pick for today is the guys from Iron Maiden, Dave Murray and Adrian Smith. Throw in Yannick Gers if you like as well. And that's my pick for day 20. Stay tuned for day 21 coming up tomorrow. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Let us know what you think of the Maiden guys down in the comments below, as well as your pick for day 20. And we will see you tonight on the Monsters Den, where we will be ranking the films from Hammer Horror, Hammer Film Productions, all of the 9 Dracula films. So if the name Dracula is uttered in the film and shows up in the film, we're ranking them. So most of them including the great Christopher Lee, some of them having Peter Cushing, but not all of them. But that's what we're doing tonight. So stay tuned for that and more. And of course, tomorrow morning, back at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff. Saturday is the UK Connection, and Sunday is Ranking the Albums with Simon Bray from the UK Connection as we rank the albums of 38 Special. So that's all coming up in the days ahead, so stay tuned. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell if you haven't, so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. Please, before you leave us here today, click that like button, very, very important, and down below we've also got the link to our merch page for all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility hats, hoodies, T-shirts, caps, stickers, coffee mugs. We're actually coming up with very cool zip-up hoodies as we speak, which look amazing. So those will be available as well for those of you who want something a little bit warmer to snuggle up in for the winter months. And we've also got the link to our Ko-Fi page if you want to make a donation to the channel. So that's all below in the video description. And we'll see you tomorrow with another of our favorite rock guitar teams of all time. I am Pete Pardo. Till then, have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.